Right, so Miss Taxin's pay. It's now time to do some coding. I have all the things open that I require. So for example, I've got all this stuff here. What I'm really interested in right now is the structured English. So I'm going to copy the structured English, go back to, wrong place, go back to NetBeans. And what I'll do is I'll put some comments in. Now, you've seen the // comment, there's also /*. There's one there. And then // automatically fits in. These are comments on multiple lines. And what I want to do is, I want to put all that stuff in there. I want to see all this, right? The reason why I'm putting this here inside the program is for reference to remind myself what the hell I'm doing. So all that's comments. You see that? That's all comments, right? So it says here, show message and use the keyboard for number 1 and number 2. Number 1, that'll have to be some sort of system out message, system out.println. But the keyboard will be a scanner. So straight away I'm thinking scanner. So I'll open up one of my previous work that I've done before, and there's a line there that lets me use scanners. Also at one point I'm going to have to display money, so I have to use the number format as well. So just grab these 2 lines that I've used previously in previous programs, copy them, look where to place them, after package, so go there, press enter, paste, done. Next thing, inside here there's lots of things. There's a bit about the money again, we've seen this before, so I need to grab that. There's a line about using the scanner, I need to grab that. And hey ho, that's really handy. There's 2 lines related to type in something and also a message. I think I'll just grab lots of those. So I'm going to grab all those, they're useful. And then go into here, and this is the beginning of my program here, and paste them in. So I'm going to keep number format, that's okay. I'm going to keep the keyboard as well. My message is wrong, I have to show a message asking for the gross pay, so enter the gross pay. That's the message. Below there, I'm obviously going to take a value in, it's going to be a string, so that's a bad name, so S gross pay. Now remember, that's a string, it's not money yet, so we'll keep it like that just now. I'm going to avoid doing any calculations at the moment, right? I'm going to do the show messages as well and things like that. But right now, this is looking quite good. If you look inside the example productor program, there's lots of things in here. And this line down here, right? It took a value and it converted it, right, into a double value. So it says double dot parse double. Doubles will get decimals in them. So I'm going to steal some of this again and change some of the words. So grab some of that, right, put it in here. I'm making a brand new variable. It's going to be a double variable for the gross pay. So D gross pay. And what do I want to change? Not that, that's not the right thing, but I want to change S gross pay, because that's a string. So that takes the string I typed into the keyboard and turns it into a decimal number. That's a good start. Next thing is working outs. Now if you think back to the original specification, or sorry, the briefs are probably a better word for it. It says here that the 22% tax is the first thing. So we work out percentages. And that's some things that people don't remember how to do. You might have to look online to figure out how to work out a percentage, but it's 22% for the tax. What I will do is, I can do a few things. I think the first thing I'll do is I'll work that out. I'll work out what the tax is. Now I'm going to have to use a decimal pointed variable because I'm going to use the gross pay, which already has a decimal point. So I'll make a double variable. I'll call it D, and I'll call it tax, D tax equals, and now I have to do the calculation, D gross pay. Right, so I'm on this one here. In fact, we said 3 was national insurance. You know what? Let's be nice and do it exactly the same way as it says there. National insurance. You can type it like that. Use a slightly different name. Insurance. There you go. Right. So let's work this out. So how do you work out a percentage? Now think back to your 100. That's 100, isn't it? And your 20% of that is 20. So what I'll do is I'll grab the calculator and see if I can work it out using the calculator. So imagine instead of having, say, £100, I'll make that a nice easy calculator. Instead of having £100, I've got £80, right? Now what I could do is this, 80 divide by 100 equals, then multiply by 20 to work out 20%, and it says it's 16. So that's the maths. I take the number, divide it by 100, multiply it by the next number. The gross pay, and there's a divide sign, right? Divide by 100, and then multiply by what we need. And I'm pretty sure, was it 22%? Let's double check. There you go, 22% for tax and 10% for national insurance. We'll do the 10% for national insurance. So that should work it out. Now think of BODMAS, bracket, division, blah, 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 multiplication. So look at this. it should work it correctly. It should do the division first and then the multiplication. But if it doesn't work out, we can always add in brackets to say this part has to be done first. But I'm going to say this is all I need at the moment. Now that should work it out. So the next thing to look at is, how do we do the next part? So we worked out the national insurance, let's work out the tax instead. So double D tax, that's a great name, equals gross pay, divide by 100, multiply by 22, because it said 22%. So that should work out that value. We're doing okay, we've worked out this and worked out that. Next thing is, what is the net pay? Net pay is deducting everything, taking everything away. So double D net pay equals, so take your gross, the whole thing, gross pay, AY, minus, I want to take away everything, so D national insurance. And I also want to take away the tax, right? And based on BODMAS, that should work. It'll take this and deduct, and then give the answer. So that should work out the net pay. When I want show to me is the system out print line commands. Where you have one there, no point retyping stuff if you already have it. You can paste it in, and I'll say the net pay is, and remember you can do this, D net pay. So that's a line showing the net pay. Again, I'll repeat that and change it to something else. The tax is, another one, the national insurance is, national, and again change the variables, so that's no longer net pay, that is D national. Oh, my keyboard's not very good. Insurance, and this one here will be D, and it says tax. So that's looking good so far. We're showing all these different things, but I need to remember I'm dealing with money here. I want to deal with money quite quickly, so I'll jump back to this. How did I do that? I used this. See that there? I used that to display money as a proper piece of money. So I want to display the net pay properly. So I put it in like this, and don't forget the closing bracket. And then national insurance again, closing bracket. And then the tax, and again, closing bracket. So that gives me a program which will make sure it's saved. Just hit save there. I don't know if it works yet. The code's in, but I could have made lots of mistakes. So let's see what happens when I run it. So running it, I'm using a scanner. Down here I'll be able to type things in. I should get a message popping up once it's decided to actually start. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. It says enter the gross pay. Now I don't know how much the gross pay is. I don't know. So let's make it easy. Let's say 200. Right? So we should be able to do some mental math here to work certain things out. It tells me here the net pay, the national insurance and the tax. Now remember the percentages. National insurance, it said that percentage was 10%, and 10% of 200 is 20, so that's been deducted. It's also worked out a tax. We take the national insurance and the tax away from the net pay, you end up with that. And look, it looks like money as well. So that looks like it's a fully working program. The only thing to do after that is to test it again. Let's try something really easy, 100, and straight away you can see it's working. 22% is 22, 10% is 10, taken away from 100 gives you 68. It looks like it's a successful program.